Chacha Eke is one of Nollywood's most recognizable faces, known for her ability to bring powerful emotions to life on screen. But her real-life story has at times been even more dramatic and emotional than the role she plays. Over the past decade, the actress has gone through a whirlwind of love, pain, healing, and transformation. This is the full journey of Chacha Eke's marriage, public separation, and her inspiring comeback appearances that have kept fans talking. Chacha's fairy tale seemed to begin in 2013, when she married film director Austin Farney. The couple looked perfect together. He was behind the camera, and she was in front of it, both creative forces complementing each other. Their wedding photos trended nationwide, filled with joy, elegance, and hope for a long-lasting union. Fans were thrilled to see Chacha glowing with happiness, and it seemed like the beginning of a beautiful chapter. Over the years, Chacha and Austin gave the public glimpses of what looked like a happy home. They had 4 beautiful children and often shared family photos, whether it was birthday celebrations, school runs, or simple at-home moments. The actress frequently posted about her love and respect for her husband, calling him her peace, her strength, and the man who stood by her through it all. However, in 2020, fans were stunned when Chacha posted a tearful video announcing the end of her marriage. She looked distressed, speaking emotionally about her decision to walk away. It was a moment that shook social media. The woman who had been seen as glowing and happy now appeared fragile and worn out. What followed was an avalanche of speculation, concern, and confusion. Not long after that announcement, another video surfaced where she claimed she was not in her right frame of mind, and fans began to suspect deeper issues. For months, the public tried to piece together what was going on, as Chacha's posts alternated between declarations of love and cryptic messages hinting at struggle. Eventually, she revealed that she had been battling bipolar disorder, and that her outbursts were part of her mental health journey. By 2022, Chacha came forward again with a firm message. She was officially walking away from her marriage, not out of hate, but for her own peace and healing. She spoke openly about emotional abuse, mental breakdowns, and the need to protect her children and herself. Her vulnerability became a powerful moment, especially in a society where women are often pressured to stay silent or endure for the sake of appearance. Then came the most inspiring part of her story, her comeback, her first public appearance after the separation was at a red carpet event, where she stunned fans and photographers alike. Gone was the fragile woman from her earlier videos. Instead, she showed up in a bold, black gown with natural makeup and an aura of strength. The smile on her face said more than words could ever express. She was back, and she was in control. Soon after, she began showing up at women's empowerment seminars, church programs, and Nollywood premieres. Her photos from these events told a story of transformation. She had trimmed her hair, embraced her natural glow, and dressed in bold, confident styles that announced her rebirth. In each appearance, Chacha stood tall not just as a celebrity, but as a survivor and a voice for women facing silent battles behind the camera. Chacha also began working again, taking on new film projects and reuniting with fellow Nollywood stars. Directors and producers praised her professionalism, noting that her emotional range had become even deeper, more authentic. Many believe that her personal journey has added a rawness and honesty to her craft that makes her one of the most powerful actresses in Nollywood today. In interviews, Chacha spoke bravely about her past. She didn't shy away from the pain or pretend it didn't happen. She owned her truth. She talked about the nights she cried, the times she wanted to give up, and the turning point when she chose life over suffering. She spoke about therapy, faith, and surrounding herself with the right support system. Her photos on Instagram began to reflect that healing. From images of her spending time with her kids to soft, spiritual portraits of her in quiet places of reflection, Chacha started sharing not just her beauty, but her peace. She was no longer trying to prove anything, she was simply being. What makes Chacha Eke's journey so powerful is not just her fame, but her transparency. She gave the world permission to see her brokenness, and then allowed us to witness her becoming whole again. Every public appearance now carries a message not of perfection, but of power. Chacha Eke's marriage, separation, and comeback is not just a celebrity tale. It's the story of thousands of women who suffer silently, who rebuild quietly, and who rise, not to be applauded, but to breathe again. She represents hope, and her pictures, whether she's standing on a red carpet, smiling with her children, or speaking at an event, are symbols of a woman who refused to let pain define her. Through it all, Chacha Eke has shown us that true beauty isn't in how flawless your story is, but in how gracefully you rise when it falls apart.